Welcome to another fabulous episode of NT Sheep's Digital Wonderlands. Welcome back, my little lambs. It is March 3rd, 2026, and the new season in Fallout 76 has officially started. So there's a whole bunch of new updates to the game. We're going to pop right in, and we're going to check out what our new dailies and weeklies are, and see just how far we can get in about 20 minutes or so of playing the game. I'm going to switch over to my unyielding armor, which is going to be giving me a bonus to my intelligence. I forgot also, until after I stopped recording this video, to switch to my bloody build setup, which would have given me some other good bonuses. So I wasn't exactly getting the best XP I could, especially during my West Tek run. Whenever there's a new season that starts, that's one of my favorite things to do, is hop into my unyielding armor, lower my health as much as possible, and go running through West Tek. And normally I can get it to where, with buffs and everything, I can get about 2,800 to 3,000 of XP per super mutant kill. So that's really helpful for the start of the new season, when for every 10,000 points in XP, you get 100 points to your score. So that makes it really easy to sit there and start building up scoreboard levels really quick. I've gotten it down now for me to where usually within the first week of a new season, with the amount of time I have available to play, I can reach level 100 on the scoreboard. So let's start grabbing some things out of my chest and start getting things set up. We're also going to sit there and try and take care of a couple of the dailies real quick. Two of them are going to be super simple. We got to just get a couple of Snallygasters and some Anglers, and luckily there's two great places for those. The Anglers can be a little bit tricky sometimes because it's about the only spot that's guaranteed for them to spawn, so just about everybody else loves to go there too. But if we're lucky, we'll find all three of them. So let's get into the video and see how far we can get in about 20 minutes.
Maybe I could scrounge together stuff to build Davy a pop gun to practice with.
Hey, Derek. Cheat yet?
Huh? Oh, yeah. Thanks.
See ya. Sup with you?
Maybe if this place keeps going, I should get a dog to help me guard the house.
Toxic Lairs is a perfect place to go if you need to get Snallygasters for a daily or a weekly challenge. Most people don't seem to go to Toxic Lairs, so it's pretty much guaranteed that when you get there, there's going to be 3 of them. It only takes a couple of seconds, if you've got yourself built up well, to sit there and take them out. Then we're going to go all the way up into the northeast of the map and find ourselves some Anglers. And just like that, we've taken care of those 2 challenges, and only about just over a minute. That's not bad for a good start. So, now I think we're probably going to see about trying to head down to West Tek. My combat shotgun does good against the super mutants in West Tek, whether I'm using my unyielding or any of my other regular builds, but I really enjoy using the Elder's Mark for doing a West Tek run. It just makes it super simple, it seems, to run through. It was at this point I also realized I forgot to sit there and use my lunchboxes. That's going to be giving me a huge boost to the amount of XP I can get. So we're going to use a couple of those before we run into West Tek, and then the fun's really going to begin. Now that we're inside West Tek, a West Tek run is pretty darn simple. We're going to run through the upper level, killing all the super mutants and mutant hounds we can find. Although sometimes the enemies have a bad habit of spawning dead already, so you may have to sit there and run through here, and then you're going to use the elevator to go down into the FEV facility. You want to stay down there for at least 30 seconds or so, which is kind of fairly easy to do because there will be a few enemies down there for you to kill. So if you go ahead and go after those, by the time you get done and take the elevator back up, everything should reset on this upper level. So it really comes down to how quickly you can kill the enemies and how fast you can move through here as to how efficient a West Tek run is going to be for you.
So boring. What's that?
Okay, so all we got to do is go down into FEV production, sit there and take out a couple of the enemies that are down there, which will take us about 30 seconds or so, which is more than enough time to reset all the enemies up here on this upper level. So when we come back up the elevator, we'll be able to go running through and shoot everybody again, and then we'll just come back to the elevator and go down. Rinse and repeat for a West Tek run. You'll be able to sit there and get lots of experience, and you'll also be able to get lots of items. I've managed to sit there and complete a couple more score challenges just by scrapping the items that I'm pulling off of the super mutants, and some of the items that I'm collecting from them also count towards challenges that I need to complete. So a West Tek run can sit there and be beneficial in a lot of ways.
Human. I got a treat for you.
I was thinking that my experience is a little bit lower than what I should be getting. So I double checked my lining because I remembered they were going to be changing that. I was hoping that for people who already had lining set up the way they wanted, they would at least let us keep it that way. You know, we would still need to learn the new mods if we wanted to add that to any new linings we created, but unfortunately Bethesda kind of screwed us over. They turned around and took away all of our bonuses for linings that we already had. So the lining bonus that I used to have gave me about a 3 or 4 point intelligence boost. So I'm losing out about 100 to 200 XP just by not having those 4 points in intelligence. I'll have to check later to see if I already know the mod for that, or if it's going to be one of those things that unfortunately you'll have to play the new thing to get the new linings, and I don't know if I'll be able to do that since I mostly play solo. I think some of the linings were going to be raid only, and I don't have friends to play with for raids.
Play, little human.
So after about 20 minutes of running through West Tek and completing a couple of dailies, we're already at rank 5 on the scoreboard. That's a really good start. So if you're looking for a quick way to increase your score and everything, West Tek's a great place to do it. Thanks so much for watching, my little lambs, and I hope to see you again next time in the Digital Wonderlands.